Hi, I'm Bill, and I started this channel, the Surreal Analysis, because it's been a long time in the making. I would say years. I've been trying to figure out a good outlet for how to deal with the things that I constantly feel with what I see going on all around me and how it affects my life and how I look at the future and just I'm a dad, I'm a musician, work hard, and I just try to be a good person in life all the time. And I feel like I don't know if I believe in karma, but I try to do things that would, if that's a real thing, bring good karma around. I'm constantly waiting for it, but I'm just constantly feeling like the world around me has just become so surreal and disappointing, disheartening, sick. Um, it's hard to deal with, as a musician. I'd like to go out there and play a lot of shows and speak my mind and try to get people to think. I mean, I think that's the biggest problem right now that we have that's destroying everything is that people just are avoiding really putting honest, true thought into the world around them, all of the social conflicts, the politics, how they perceive their peers anymore. And, I think that everything that we're living in right now is just chaos and out of control and just really feeds people to embrace their vices and the worst things about their personalities. And it didn't used to be like that. You used to have to kind of pretend you weren't a piece of shit or pretend that you weren't an asshole, or at least in my lifetime, I'm 46 now, and the way I was brought up and the life in America I was promised has just not, it doesn't come to fruition. No matter how hard I try and do the right thing and work hard, and really the best comfort I find in this world is with my family and my friends, and just trying to just enjoy more natural type of things, being outdoors and camping in the summertime, and all of my friends, I love from that part of my life, and my kids and my girlfriend and my family, my dog. I don't know. I started this channel because I feel like I don't consider myself to be that smart of a person, and I try not to have an ego about anything. But I it's weird because I feel like I see so much around me, and it's very easy to connect the dots to everything. And I feel like I'm not really above average intelligence, or I didn't think anyway. And everybody should be able to see everything and put things together, because everything is just blatantly out in the open these days. The constant corruption and exploitation of everything, and it just comes from the top and comes all the way down to us. And I think that things move so fast and so much happens in a day. And hi, buddy. This is Buddy. He's my boy. He is a big part of my sanity on a daily basis because he's awesome. Say hi, buddy. Say hi. All right. Yeah. I'm trying to talk. But I pay a lot of attention to everything. I spend more time than I really want to paying attention to all of the stuff that happens on a daily basis in the news and in politics. I've been a politics junkie for more than half of my life, and I know a lot of people don't really put that level of effort into learning about things, and they'll just take the first thing they hear from the first place they hear it and just go with it. And unfortunately, there are a lot of bad players and a lot of people with a lot to gain that are making people become the way that they've become, and the turmoil and the fighting amongst ourselves as Americans and how it affects all of us in the grand scheme of things. And so I am going to, my intention with this channel, I think you're going to see a lot of different sides of me, and I'm just going to try and be honest and open. That's how I am in my life. I try to be an open book. I don't, I try to be honest, and if I fuck up, I try to admit it. I don't try to lie to myself, and I think that that's something that people need to do. You can't lie to yourself. It's not good. It doesn't bring anything good, and it just makes things worse all around. But I'm going to try and take these things that I think are important, that I spend a lot of time on learning about, and not just from one source. I look at both sides of everything, and I think, always big picture, and, what are all the variables. And I will try, I hope that people will listen. I'll try and break things down for people, and maybe it'll make sense the way I explain it. I hope people care. This is going to be more or less my new attempt at a constructive outlet to just find some sort of inner peace in everything that I deal with on a daily basis, because it weighs heavy on me, and I just can't, as much as I want to ignore it. I'm not the type of person that wants to be caught with my pants down when, the world goes up in flames and I don't know what the hell happened and how it got there, and, what should I have done differently that could have been a part of preventing it. And I'd love to be, out there and vocal and screaming from the mountaintops, but I have kids that I love, so I can't put a target on my back. I don't want to alienate any of my friends and family. I love everybody, and I have a lot of disappointment with people that, I've loved, that I'm just like, I see a side of them. They wouldn't be in my life, and I wouldn't care about them if I didn't see a side of them that was genuine and true and to the heart, and I could connect with. And when I see a good amount of these people just falling into what I talked about earlier in this video, it's a trap, and it's not good, and it's not true, and I just want everybody to be happy and peaceful. And I think that, honestly, a better life is achievable for everybody if people would embrace doing the right thing and being good to each other. And I think a big part of it is punching down, and everybody's convinced to punch down and punch laterally to their sides, the people that are on the same level as them and the people that are lower than them, and just ignore the people that are causing all this division and turmoil within us as a country, and it even spills out onto the world scale. But I try to post food for thought on Facebook occasionally, and I put a lot of effort into trying to. Sometimes I get pissed off, and I don't want to alienate people that I care about, and I end up usually deleting it. But on those ones where I'm not on a really pissed off rant, and I am clearly focusing on trying to give people real food for thought, I feel like I'm screaming into the void. It falls on deaf ears. A few of the same people usually like it and might even comment, but most people, even if they like it, I think they just want to stay out of getting into arguments with other people, so they don't even chime in. Or maybe they scroll past it and they're like, Bill's a fucking crazy guy. Not crazy. I feel like the world makes me go crazy, but I need sanity from people that I need to feel hope and see a light from people that are, like, see the world around us and they're like, this is not right, this is fucked up. I think a lot of people feel helpless, and I think there's a lot of people that like me that don't want to, fuck with me or say mean things, and I appreciate that. And I try to do the same and give people respect and remember that these people are in my life for a reason. Some people are on the verge of taking it too fucking far, though. But I don't know. I hope you like and subscribe to my new channel, the Surreal Analysis. Share it. I don't really have much expectation, but I hope that this works better than my occasional food for thought posts on Facebook. I love all you guys, and this is my intro video. I've been procrastinating for a long time. I made the channel a couple of weeks ago, but I just haven't sat down to make this video yet. So I'll make another one soon. I hope that I have some engagement from this, and have a good weekend, everybody.